Good afternoon, beer buffs, and today I'm reviewing Outer Limits Cold IPA from Clown Shoes Brewery out of Massachusetts. So let's get a pour on, and my last one before I'm on my jollies. Cheers. Macas is going on his holiday. See you soon, Macas. Yes. I'm flying to the homeland. So I'll tomorrow evening flight back to Blighty, back to Wales. So I thought I'd crack this IPA open right now, drink it while it's fresh, and one more before you see me the other side of the pond next week. So let's get a pour on, eh? So there you go. This is brewed from Clown Shoes Brewery, which is located in Boston, Massachusetts. I can't say it still. Sorry, James. Oh, James, a beer buff who follows me and brings me beers. So he didn't bring me this one, but that's his stomping grounds. Well, you know, he's been a bit all over as James, or Jay. He's lived in England. He's from Florida originally, and then Mass. So he's kind of a bit all over, and I know his old dear lives still up in Massachusetts. So fair play. He looks after me on beers, does James. Fair play. But anyway, I thought I'd get the Duckworth out. Oh, Jack would be proud of that, wouldn't he? Get the Duckworth out and do it in style before the trip. So excited for this. It's 6.5%. And it's nicely chilled. I like the colour of that. Oh, it does smell hoppy, doesn't it? It does smell hoppy. And fresh. Very fresh. Yeah, and actually pretty easy drinking, I have to say. Nice hoppiness to it, not overpowering, I would say, in hoppy. But yeah. That's jolly good. I'm liking that. Yeah, you know, I've told you this many a times. I'm not huge into IPAs, but I've really grown into them a lot, and I do appreciate a lot of them. And you know, you get some really good hazy, kind of fruity IPAs. Man, you cannot beat them. They're fantastic, you know. I gravitate towards the sours, the ciders, the lagers and such, and obviously stouts, you know. Me and the governor are big stout guys, but you know, this is good. I'm learning to appreciate them more, and interesting because I have been to the cultural home, or the original home of the IPA in Burton upon Trent in England. So there you go. I wasn't really big into this craft beer scene at the time, so I would one of these days like to go back and reminisce and just walk down the road and the history of the IPA a little bit. So I don't think I'll have time this go round, but you never know. See what comes up of it, you know. But there we go. Solid that. Anyway, Clown Shoes. I've had Clown Shoes before. I've not had Clown Shoes for a while. Let's appreciate some of the artwork they have on these cans. Isn't that cool? The characters and such. Yeah, I love that. What does it say? So this is limited release, so that's kind of cool to get this. There's a bit of stuff on here, you know. 13. So a cold IPA thing to enjoy as we celebrate 13 years gone by. So since they've been going. If there's one thing we can agree on, it's that 13 years of Clown Shoes has been a quirky wild ride. There you go. So that's cool. Yeah, a bit of a celebration of their history, I guess, and how long they've been going. So yeah, they were founded in 2009. So they have a couple of, you know, a bit of a bump on them. We're a beer called Clown Shoes. What more do you need, is what they say. And they go on to say, naturally, we dislike clowns. Talk to my wife, she hates them, good God. but find clown shoes hilarious. Actually, they are, aren't they? And those funny noises they make when they walk, the squeaking. Well, most of my shoes do that anyway. But yeah, it's yeah. I don't mind. It don't bother me. I like the creepy clowns a little bit. I like the funny clowns. Like Bozo the clown, you know, all that fun. It's all good fun, isn't it, really, if you think about it. So their lineup of beers is available in 35 states, and they also stated countries that accept them. So it didn't say what countries, but there you go. Something to look out to if you're overseas, or some other country like Canada perhaps, or Mexico, or Brazil, or even Blighty. I don't know if they're in Blighty. I'll have to check when I'm over there, but there you go. But yeah, that's clown shoes for you. I'll list a couple of beers in a minute. Let me just have it, quench the thirst, so to speak. Quench the thirst. It's flipping hot. It was getting up to like 38 today, 39. It's nice here as a breeze, but back in San Antonio in town, it was just stifling. And it was like, you know, when you read the weather, because of the humidity and the lack of breeze, I guess, it was like 38 feels like 40, 41, and it flipping did. And I was like, oh man, I'm ready for a bit of cooler weather, maybe some rain. You know, I'm not going to complain. It's a little break, even if it does rain. I won't mind some sunny days, but hey, I'll take it as it is. And I'll take what breweries I can get. I know one I'll be reviewing for you guys when I'm over at my brother's is Brecon Brewing. So I'm going to actually pick up a nice bottle of Brecon Brewing beer. Maybe I'll visit the little tap room that they have. I don't know. Well, we'll have a look anyway. And yeah, I've got hopefully some interesting beers lined up. So we'll see what we find. As for this bad boy from up in New England, I'm going to Old England, and this is one from New England. Excusez-moi. Lovely, it's refreshing. Like I say, the hops aren't overwhelming. It is hoppy, but it's not too hoppy, if you get my drift. A few beers that they do, some other beers that they have a wheat beer called Clementine. Sounds nice, refreshing. They have a mango Kolsch. Ooh, I do like a Kolsch beer. They have a stout, imperial stout called Undead Party Crasher. That'll knock your socks off. Speaking of which, I have a lovely Russian imperial stout for the governor and me to try when we get over there. So look out for that. He's never had a Russian imperial, so I'm excited for that when I am. It's I think it's like 9%. 9%? A 9% chap? Yeah, 9%. And there's one I'm taking is a 10%. Forget what that one was. I think it's like a wee heavy Scotch ale. So yeah, one to look out for. But anyway, and also they also do a hazy IPA, which I'm very particular about hazy IPAs. I do enjoy them. Called Rainbows Are Real. Are they indeed? I did not know. But there you go. So there's a couple of beers from these guys. As for this, good solid IPA. You know, you can't go wrong with this. I'm going to give it a good rounded 8 from the Texas Taft today. It's an 8 on this IPA. Outer Limits Cold IPA. There you go, folks. I'll love you and leave you. Enjoy the week. Go and support your craft breweries in town, wherever town you are. Just look after those guys and purchase what you can. Go to Specs, you know, support the industry as much as you can, because there has been a decline in craft beer, so we need to do our bit to keep it going, you know. Read some worrying stuff on that, so let's keep the ball rolling with the craft beer scene, folks. I'll continue to do the same. I will see you the other side of the pond for something, and all leaves me to say is cheers and au revoir. Ta-ra.